Like I said, I was doing one into previous interview. I said to somebody, I said, it's not like that was the best film that had ever been made or something.
Yeah.
It's a bloody good film. Nice cinematography, nice performance and everything. But that's just by the way. The key thing is that what's the language in your film?
Okay.
Because, I mean, it's the category is a foreign language film. So, you know, they're not going to award you if you speak in English or so these are things that people must look out for. So if you want to target, you know, a possibility of getting a nomination, you know, for the Oscars, so you can also make sure you
have to actually look at these rules and see how you can
include a lot of your dialect in.
Wonderful. But are we going to ever get to a point where we don't just submit nominations for Best Africa or Best World Film Africa or something? Like we can actually make films, let's say Children of Mode, for example, now, and it goes to like it gets into the big categories and everything. Are we, like, looking at where we are, like Nollywood now? Are we ever going to get to that stage? I know you still. I don't know if you still do commercials and everything.
Yeah.
At what point did you say that, you know what, film is the next thing for you? You just said that, you know, let me just go out and make my own films.
Yeah, I mean, I also wanted to make films. Always. I mean, every filmmaker secretly wants to make films. But you see, there were more positions in television when we were starting out than they were in films. Because, I mean, there were lots of massive shows just then. I mean, Project Fame, Advance Warning, Multi-Gender Street Dance. There were also big reality shows, and so there was a demand on. I used to work like back to back, and I'll have productions wait for me to finish from one production, so I come and work on the next, because we didn't have that much expertise as a then. But now we do have a lot of people that are experienced in different things, so it's easy to hire different crew. So that's how I started. I mean. So I just got to a moment where I decided I didn't want to make. One of the things that struck me was I was working on a reality show, and then 80% of the crew were foreigners.
Oh wow!
And then they used to mistreat Nigerians and just talk down on us and everything and all that. And you know, I don't have a problem with people coming to work and everything, but if the Nigerian producers there are now disrespecting Nigerians. You know, it just so at the point I said to myself, I said, you know what, I don't want to be in this sort of setup anymore. I want to be in a setup where I'm with my people, and when I'm working, I'm doing what I really want to do.
And the end product is good.
And the end product is good, and I have control over the end product. You know, so I decided to stop making television.
I agree, but you still not answered the question about funding.
I mean, I tell you what, I co-fund my work. Most times I fund it completely. Most times I have investors in it. Like Herbert Macaulay, I have investors. Yes, I have. But I mean, my Children of Mode, my other films, you know, I funded.
Those were
sometimes I have a co-founder, and someone will say, "Oh, listen, let's partner, let's do it." Sometimes I can get deals on equipment, deals on. So sometimes instead of getting straight cash from people, I can get deals.
Oh, okay.
So
that will work.
Yeah. So you can all have deals. You say, okay, you know what, you don't have to pay for this, you know, pay for that, you know. Okay, I'll give you a cut price. Okay, you want to hire the red camera, I'll give you a very low price.
Okay.
And so you have a deal like, okay, all right, when I finish making my film, any money I make my film, I give you some percentage depending on what you discuss.
Okay.
And so that's how I've been able to make films. And the reason why until now I had not made a big studio film or big blockbuster was because for me, my philosophy is scaling up. And that's why I always tell everybody that is trying to make films. It's like, don't be in a hurry. Yeah, scale up.
You don't just start.
Yeah,
you just have to.
Yeah, because it's risky.
Oh, okay.
It's a business. And for a business, you need to learn the different angles of it. You know, you could assume that, I know a lot. I know how to direct a film.
Yeah.
But I didn't necessarily, I wasn't the best guy to sell a film. To distribute the film. I can sell a film, but to distribute it. You know, but
that's a whole different
game entirely. But now, you know, I've learned that particular part of the business, and then I can afford to risk money. I can say, okay, I'm going to put 50 million, 70 million, 80 million. Okay, let's do it now, because I know how we're going to get that money back. But I mean, people used to come and offer me money, and like, yo, take this money, make a film, give us some backup money. I'm like, bro, man, I don't want it.
Don't put me in trouble, man.
because the one thing I would hate in my life is to take money and not be able to make a profit from it. Because you know, for us to sustain our craft and our art and whatever we're doing, we have to make a profit. So even if your profit is 10,000, just make a profit from it, so you can sustain your business.
So because a lot of people always ask this question about funding in Nollywood, about how it works. I recently just learned the royalties don't happen here. in Nollywood. Why do you think that happens? Because reality is in the sense that, okay, yeah, we made the film, you get your payment, but at the end you get 2% of the total after it's released and everything. That's you know how it's done in Hollywood.
I mean, it happens amongst producers. It just doesn't happen with actors.
Why? Why hasn't producers in Nollywood?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like for instance, I'm telling you, if I'm partnering with you to make a film and you give me a discount on your red camera, and then you say, okay, you know what, don't pay
the full price.
The full price. Let's say the full price is 100K, and you say, you know what, I'm going to give you this camera at 30K. So when your film makes money, you give me a percentage.
Oh,
until we have that agreement.
So that
every time I license my film, like there's a series I made like 4 years ago, and I keep licensing it almost every year. And the guys that invested in it,
they still get money,
and they always get surprised. They'll just wake up. They'll say, "Hey, Imoh, you send me money." I say, "Yeah, we licensed it, so more money. The money's forever, right?"
Oh, I see. Those are the kind of deals I would love, man. Because I know Seinfeld, the series.
Yeah.
I mean, Seinfeld is even too far. Yeah. I know series around like American series that. Yeah. I didn't really understand how the whole licensing thing worked until I read an article and they actually broke it down for Seinfeld. It was released more than 10, 15 years ago.
Yep.
And that's when it stopped airing. So every year, maybe in Hong Kong or one place. And
completely.
Oh.
I licensed my series in China, and they paid me, and I sent the money to the guys
that invested
in it. So they were like, I've paid them all the money, and this is just extra money. And they never expect it, because every time they just sit down, you know, once I send them proof.
I like that. Oh.
At the point, the guy was like, you don't have to say. I said, don't worry, we have a contract. It has to be there.
Oh,
the contract, it just goes straight to you, because once the money comes in, you know,
it just have to.
My lawyer just sends to make sure everybody gets their own
cut and everything. But when would actors begin to enjoy these things, this licensing thing?
I think that some actors need to just know that delayed gratification can also gain you more. I don't want to blame the actors because we're a poor country, and so poverty sometimes will make you feel like the money that you get now is the only money that you're sure of, and so when you're hungry, you can't think for too long term. So you're like, man, give my money now, you know. So you can't really blame them because sometimes the country's rough.
The country's rough. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I mean, if people realize the kind of deals that are available and the fact that this money is forever, you would not, like the passive income you can earn from just making some sacrifices. I make a lot of sacrifices for my films. I mean, I look at those monies, I can chop that money, I can spend that money and buy myself a nice Mercedes and do all those kind of things. But every time I have those money, I reinvest them in my films, because the passive income that I earn from that, is forever.
It's forever. The kids and everybody's going to eat out of the money as well. So
even till now, I mean, I have a son now, and I can afford to take care of my son, because once in a while, someone wants to license Children of Mud, someone wants to license something.
And the money just comes.
And money just comes. I'm not owing anybody because I paid everybody that worked at the project.
Yeah, so anything that comes afterwards,
that's it. So delayed gratification can make people very rich, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So if you're involved in the business of filmmaking, you're an actor or a producer or anything, just like he said, delayed gratification will help you a lot, like a lot. Okay, so Imoh, let's talk about the Oscar nominations for Nigerian films. Where were you when you heard the news?
I was in a meeting.
Oh, okay.
I was in a meeting.
How did you
promoting my film?
Your film, okay.
No, I was good. I was cool with it. Because I knew that the rule said you have to have a certain percentage of foreign language in your film.
Foreign language, like what does that mean?
That means it must not be English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so some percentage of the dialogue must be not
70%.
I think about 70% or thereabout. I'm not sure yet.
So that means Genevieve knew what she was doing when she was making that film.
Yeah, of course.
So guys, you know on Twitter especially there has been a lot of noise about. So I understand better now, because I remember seeing the film and I was asking myself, the cinematography, everything was dope. I was asking myself, why are they speaking so much? No disrespect to the Igbos, but I was like, I didn't expect. You understand? So hearing that Netflix, and because the noise and everything about the film, oh, she had seen this from this. So the fact that Lionheart has been nominated, it now makes a lot more sense. Oh, okay.
And it's not, like I said, I was doing one previous interview. I said to somebody, I said, it's not like that was the best film that had ever been made or something. Yeah, it's a bloody good film, nice cinematography, nice performance and everything. But that's just by the way. The key thing is that what's the language in your film?
Okay.
Because I mean, it's the category is a foreign language film. So they're not going to award you if you speak in English or so these are things that people must look out for. So if you want to target, you know, a possibility of getting a nomination, you know, for the Oscars, so you can also make sure you
have to actually look at these rules and see how you can
include a lot of your dialect in.
Wonderful. But are we going to ever get to a point where we don't just submit nominations for Best Africa or Best World Film Africa or something? Like we can actually make films. Let's say Children of Mode, for example, now, and it goes to like it gets into the big categories and everything. Are we like looking at where we are, like Nollywood now? Are we ever going to get to that stage?
Yes.
How fast? How soon do you think it's
we're getting very? Man, I'm telling you that by next year.
Next year?
What?
Okay.
Because I'm just telling from feelers from my end.
Okay.
Like I have been in the past 2 weeks. I've been to so many pitches, and it's not just the pitches. The people that we're down pitching to, the profile of the people that are interested in investing in Nollywood. There's the people that actually have money. Like I was in one picture when the guy said, "How much is the budget?" The guy said, "Imoh, you're taking too small." Yeah, that's what he said. He said, "Imoh, you're taking too small. We have to make a big film."
Oh, wow.
I was like, "Oh, okay, all right. You didn't tell me that."
Now that you tell me, let us start talking. Let's start talking.
Okay. You know, because the people that actually have money and they want to invest in films, but they also want to see how far we can go.
Okay.
How far? I know that people are waiting for me to release Herbert Macaulay first to see how far we can go with that. And what else we can do, because the people exist that have the money, and even my co-founder for the Macaulay affair, you know, it was like, let's just see how it goes. And I know that he has the connects to say, you know, let's go pitch to somebody, high net individuals, you know, companies and all that want to invest. So I think that there's an increasing interest in our films. Like I said, now middle class people have now gotten into the business, and now it's now cool.
It's now cool to start.
Yeah. So because before, you know, I mean, like what is this Nigeria? What is Nigeria doing? I don't want to watch this rubbish. But now, so more and more middle class people are now looking into the film business and realize that
we can actually make something from it. Because so let's talk before we go. Let's talk your film, Herbert Macaulay affair.
Yes.
I was really surprised, honestly. I kid you not. When I saw like the whole idea about, and in my mind I was like, why would you go and make a film about Herbert Macaulay? Not because I didn't know who he was or what he did during his own time. I was thinking production wise, like trying to tell a film about Nigeria in those days with what is available now. So how did talk to me from the beginning, like when you decided that it was a Herbert Macaulay film you wanted to make?
Oh, okay, I mean, in 2015, I was part of a writing team for the government. We were writing a documentary, 100 years anniversary documentary, and so during that period, we did a lot of research about. I'm most interested in history anyway, so I know about these guys. But the research was so in depth because we had lots of historians on board, and it was just amazing, mind-boggling research. And then when I looked at Herbert Macaulay, he was a rock star type character. His life, you know, he had so many things happening in his life, and I said, you know what, I want to make a film about this guy, and I posted it on Facebook, you know, 4 years ago. So it was almost, and I remember I kept telling people, like, I'm going to make a film about Herbert Macaulay. You better make it like a comedy, just leave all these things, because it's risky. It was a massive risk. In fact, even when I told my crew, you know, my production designer, costume, I said, we're making a film about Herbert Macaulay, it was like, Imoh, are you sure? I said, that's what we're doing. Start looking for costumes, how we're going to design the costumes. Because costume cost me a fortune.
Oh, okay.
Because we created all the costumes.
You created all the set.
We build the props. It cost, I'm poor now, as it is. I'm poor. All my money's gone.
So you need to go out that one when
exactly.
So you can get his money back.
Exactly. Okay. That's why I'm on the street every time shouting at Macaulay every day. I'm like, I don't care if you hate me. Go and watch this film. So we took the risk. We went in there. We knew that it was a massive risk, massive artistic risk, massive financial risk, massive everything. But I said, if we never take a risk, how are we going to become successful? So I said, let's go in there. And for the day I dropped the first teaser, I just put off my phone and said, you know what, screw it. I pressed upload. I went to bed. I'm like, yo, that's it. I'm not talking to nobody again. When I woke up, man, the whole thing, it was just everywhere. And in the internet, everywhere was just my phone. Do you know, my phone rang for 3 days, like continuously, like non-stop was ringing, and everybody was trying to call me.
Amazing.
It was crazy. The response has been overwhelming.
this is not even seen. People have not even seen the whole film.
Just
the trailer.
Just the trailer.
Because we don't see this every day. We don't see it every day.
Actually, I dropped the video for the official soundtrack for it.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
Yo, like, now if I put up my phone now, you probably see messages
and everything. Wait, why did you even choose Chidinma though? You know what I'm asking?
Yeah.
Chidinma is a fantastic musician.
Yes, yeah.
And every time her name comes up, I get angry.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she hasn't fulfilled her potential. I don't think she has an album out. And it pains me every time. Yeah. Because every time she does singles, it always sounds so
people
cool.
love her. Like, people love her a lot.
People really love Chidinma, but it's that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
So the soundtrack, why Chidinma?
I mean, I work with Chidinma in Project Fame.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I literally identify her. So when we're content directors in Project Fame, so what you would do, you identify somebody, make a story about them, and hopefully they get into the house and you can have a backstory.
Oh, okay.
So it's almost like instinctively.
Oh, okay.
What the possibilities, So as I was trying to make the story, because it's a massive crowd. The Lagos audition, everybody's trying to audition. It's 1,000 of people. So I saw this cute shy girl just sitting there. I said, man, somebody just told me, I make a story about the girl. So I said, let me interview you. And she's like, no, she doesn't. I said, don't worry, come and sit here. So I did, and I asked her, where you from, her background, sort of. And then, obviously, when she's going to audition, obviously, you just follow her a little bit, just so you can have
those clips.
But what we do it for multiple people, and hope that one of them
goes fine.
Like, yeah, I have a story. So when the judges were like, oh man, this girl can sing, and the thing that she's gonna get in there, I was mind blown. So when she then got into the house, I was like, yes. I had a good story. My producers were very excited because I had the right story for her. And then something just told me that she may win, because I knew she had like raw talent and everything. So I just kept saying, I was getting my mind like, hey, I hope this girl wins. And so when she won, it's almost like I was a prophet. Like, it was like, Imoh.
Prophet Imoh.
So we maintained our friendship all throughout those years. So we communicated, once in a while, how are you doing, and everything. And so she had always been very, very kind and respectful to me, and I was being. So when it came out, I wanted somebody that had very strong vocals to perform it, somebody that people love, somebody that also gave you nostalgia.
That's the word. That's the word. That's the word.
You see the film is nostalgic. And so somebody else that gives you nostalgia. It's Chidinma. And so we got some producers together. They wrote the song. I sent it to her. She's been very busy doing different things. So we made the music and everything, got her to perform, shot the video, and so the video is out. And
this video is out, So guys, please make sure you go check out the trailer for Imoh's film, the Herbert Macaulay affair. Guys, so please make sure you go out. I keep saying it. I saw the trailer and I was really impressed. I'd like you to be impressed as well. Do not forget to follow legit.ng on all social media platforms. On Instagram, we are legit.ng. On Twitter, we are legit.ng news. On Facebook, we are legit.ng. On YouTube. YouTube is very, very important. We are legit TV. We are at over, I think, 146,000 subscribers by now. We want to get to 200,000 before the end of the year. And we know with your help, it can happen. So make sure
you go.
Tell everybody about us. And if you'd like to follow me as well, it's Abisola the Great on all social media platforms. Guys, thank you very much. Till we bring the next guest to it, go out, watch Herbert Macaulay.